What's up, everybody? So, you're new to a reading, and just in general on YouTube, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get one of these readings, but I just know my sun sign, I just know my horoscope, which is the month and the day that you were born, and you're like, what do I do with all this? People are talking about all kinds of planets. No worries, okay? I'm going to provide a link in the description box so that you can go and see what your planets are. Now, when you're looking at a natal chart, that's what astrologers use. They look at it both on the day, and the most actually important part is the time you were born. If you happen not to know what time you were born, you're actually lucky in this case, where generally you're going to see reads on YouTube for your planets, which really doesn't matter what time you're born. But if you actually know what time you're born, I mean like the exact time that you were born, you can not just see the planets, but you can also see where exactly in your life it impacts you. Let me give you an example. If you have your Venus in the second house, which has to do with possession, which has to do with, security, sense of security, comforts, that's going to be different than having your Venus in the sixth house. What has to do with body, what has to do with duty. So that energy, though you will vibrate at that Venetian frequency, where you need to focus it at in your life matters. That's why the time part matters. But to keep it simple, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple, I'll do a little blessing over here. Just to keep it simple as possible. What you need to know most of the time for a reading is your sun, when you were born, your moon, the planetary alignment of the moon, and your rising sign, the sign on the horizon. Your rising sign you can only know if you have that time of birth. Okay, you don't have your time of birth? No worries, let's look at other things. We can look at your sun sign. We can look at your moon, because remember, we can do all the planets based off of your birthday alone. We can look at your Venus, which is about love, about the things that are beautiful in your life and how you approach beauty. We can do your Mars, which is your passion, your assertiveness, the things that you go after. We can do your Jupiter, how you grow. We can do your Saturn, how you learn those tough life lessons. We can do your Taurus, Uranus. I said that because Uranus is in Taurus right now. We could do your Uranus, which is talking about freedom. It's talking about shock and awe, and things like that. You can do your Neptune, which is, the boundarylessness, where you become boundaryless, the unconscious part of you. You can do your Pluto, which talks about sense of power, the power struggles. Everything from manipulation to things that are more subtle. And so all of these planets, when you go into a read, when they say, okay, we're going to talk about Scorpio today, if you know your planets, you can take that reading and apply it to that aspect of you. So whenever I say, okay, Libra, we're having a reading today, sun, moon, rising, you can take that Libra reading and even apply it to your other planet, Venus. That's how it works. And so go ahead and use the link in the description box. You can find out those planetary alignments if you don't already know. And it actually illuminates you and allows you to know more about yourself in general. For the first 20 people who join Patreon, where I will be having the extended reads, I am going to be offering a free natal chart reading where I will go in, look at your chart, and tell you, especially if you have your time of birth. If you don't have your time of birth, we'll make it work. But especially if you have your time of birth, what you should be focusing on, what's going on, or what's coming up, or you can ask me questions and we'll choose both your chart and go in with universe in channeling messages that will help you along your journey. So if you missed the promotion, you can always reach out to me at aquagoddesstarot@gmail.com, where you can have a private reading. But yes, you will have to pay full price there. But just creating this video to help you interpret what you are seeing in YouTube land. Okay. I got you, boo.